Very popular nanotechnology products and smart materials are often physics. Not only violating the law, but also the laws of physics. Or may be ignored. Why is this possible when the laws of physics form the basis of our world? Is not it? Hello everyone and welcome to our channel. But this is possible. And enough. There are many such substances, but this video only talks about some of them. Increase. Sounds interesting. So let's stop the introduction anymore and start immediately. Polymer terminator. This substance has its own self-healing ability. Named after the movie Terminator. Even if this polymer is cut with a knife, the substance will return to its original state by itself after a few hours. Increase. No, this does not mean that each cut piece will return on its own. If you stick the cut parts together and wait for a while, you see, these two are firmly connected. It's as if the polymer wasn't cut at all. In addition, researchers have found plastics that self-heal after being exposed to external actions. Developed. In 97% of cases, plastic actually repairs itself. That is, in 97% of cases, the broken atom bonds are restored. This is because the aromatic sulfide contained in this polymer reacts at room temperature to cause a comprehensive action. It's more possible. This has already appeared on our channel before. Gallium takes the form of a liquid at room temperature. One of the four metal houses, the other three are mercury. Rubidium, cesium, these are most commonly used in thermometers. Gallium is a beautiful, soft silver metal that begins to melt at a temperature of only 29 degrees Celsius. If you pick it up, it means that gallium will soon start to melt in your hands. And it boils at 2229 degrees. For example, the difference between the melting point of mercury and the Buddhist scriptures is not so large. Mercury has a boiling point of 56 degrees. However, unlike mercury, gallium can be safely picked up by the human body on horseback. That's why it's often used in medical thermometers instead of mercury. Also, when gallium is applied to glass in combination with other metals, a surprisingly bright mirror can be obtained. Increase. In short, what this metal shows is in the periodic table. The fact that even the most common elements often have very unusual properties. Venta black. Did you notice that there are many different types of black? One black is darker and another is not. Blackness depends on how much light the object absorbs and how much light it reflects. Will be decided. And the more light an object absorbs, the darker its surface will look. By the way, scientists think that black holes do not reflect light by 1%. It's the only object in the universe. Of course, we wouldn't see a black hole up close. Now that Venta black is here, it's possible to imagine what it would look like. Venta black reflects very little light. This looks like just a black dot, and is different from the normal black that we are familiar with. This material is a very tightly assembled carbon nanotube, which is a long distance, or a supreme 299.96%. Absorb. By the way, Penta Black 2.0 was recently made. So it absorbs more light. So it looks even darker. Line X. What do these two have in common with smart materials? Let me explain. Scientists invented a material called Line X. Whatever this is, coating it with it will dramatically increase its strength. It's paint. This material combines with the surface of the object to form a thick layer of plastic. Make a long polymer. X is used to prevent cracks in car plastic parts. protects against impact and prevents cracking and cracking. Can also be used on the surface of other things. The power of this paint, which gives fragile things incredible durability, makes this video. It's obvious at a glance. Coat these plastic cups with Line X. Then the cup was able to bear the weight of a person. If you coat an egg with this paint, it may crack even if dropped from a high place. Not. The uses of X are truly endless. Use in any field if you need to protect the damaged, swelling, cracked color. Can do. Supercooled rubidium. Now let's talk about substances that really violate all the laws of physics. In particular, the force is equal to the mass of the object to which it is accelerated. Newton's second law of motion: this force appears in the direction in which it is expected to appear. For example, if you push the door forward, the door will open exactly forward. It doesn't open backwards. Made by cooling rubidium to absolute zero. Supercooled rubidium violates this law. Because it behaves like a substance with two masses, it gives power to this substance. It moves in the opposite direction to what you expect to add. Hydrogel. Some hydrogels are substances with mechanical properties that behave like liquids. That is, they can be poured into the depressions and they continue to absorb water there. Is to descend while. The main use of hydrogels is in the medical field. Inject without wearing this and then inject the drug there. Hydrogels are made from long polymers, but recently TNA-derived hydrogels was made. This is, for example, in areas where cancerous tumors have been removed but cancer cells remain in the tissue. Can help deliver the drug. In such cases, hydrogel fills the cavity. It takes the shape of the bottom and then enters, and the anti-tumor drug is injected there. Starlight. Starlight is the most dyed material introduced this time. It was made by a British forklift driver, not a famous scientist, and used it. But was also. He was a self-taught inventor named Maurice Ward. He said he invented a great material that could protect any hit from the cone. Insisted. By the way, it has been proved by some proof tests that this material can withstand heat of 10,000 degrees. Ward made this material at home and used it at his hairdressing shop for a while. I realized that gold can be applied to other fields as well. He wrote to several major chemical companies that he wanted to show his product. Last but not least, in the 1970s and below, the BBC Channel Science program. Invited to the future world, this inventor has 5 minutes. I showed it as a soul wrapped in starlight at a temperature of 1,500 degrees. Moreover, when he broke the shell of the egg, the contents of the egg remained raw. After this, Ward succeeded in attracting attention. Even a NASA spokesperson confirmed that this material was genuine, not fake. Rice Field. He said, "We have done a careful verification, and now this material is in use." He said he knew that he gave me infinite possibilities. Need. Ward is what scientists have been pursuing for years. Starlight is heat-resistant enough to protect against a nuclear explosion, so it can be useful in a wide range of fields. There was sex. It was supposed to be. If Ward had agreed to transfer rights to this material. However, for some reason I didn't agree to change. In 2011 this inventor died, and no one knows the future fate of his invention today. Me? Everyone this time is up to here. Thank you for watching till the end. Probably couldn't fit this time in the near future. Make another video about similar material.